That's right. So I don't know whether you want to put this back on.
Yeah. It might take me a minute to go back.
Yeah. So what I want you to do now is just take some nice deep breaths in and out. Relaxing your mind as you pick up those threads of that memory as Queen Beatrice now. Knowing that you've passed over from that life and you've been received by that wonderful white angel, having stepped into their power, and you're just looking down at that body, aware that one of your challenges was to experience loneliness. And now you've experienced that. I want you to step totally into the power of the angel, because we're ready to go on a journey, and that journey is to go to your soul group or wherever that angel is directing you to. And I'd like permission to come with you. So when you're ready, just feel yourself drifting and floating up and up and up with this angel, getting higher and higher, higher and higher, lighter and lighter now. Very good. Not a care in the world as you just go drifting and floating up and up and up. And the higher you go, you just release all the things from that past life as you prepare yourself to enter a new phase. And I'd like that Archangel now to take you to the place where you need to be. So I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, you're going to be there. So when you're ready, 3, 2 and 1. Where is that angel taking you there?
A grove of trees.
A grove of trees. Tell me, is it day or is it night time there?
It's day, but it's dark except for this one lit up area.
Yeah. And are you there for a reason? You just have a sense and a knowing. Are you alone? Or are there others around?
I think there's others.
There's others. When you say you think there are others, do you sense that there's 1 or 10 or 100?
I sense that there's at least 2.
There's 2. And I want you to glance around this grove of trees and tell me, why are you in this grove of trees? What's the purpose of you being there?
It's the end of that life. That's where I go.
Oh, so you go there to restore? To get your energy back?
It's a meeting of some sort.
It's a meeting? A meeting with those 2 souls that you were talking about earlier? Invite them to come forward as I talk now. Feel them getting closer and closer to you, knowing that you can telepathically communicate to them. Describe these souls to me. What do they look like?
One looks like an Indian, but I can't quite see the other.
You can't quite see the other?
No.
Is there a mist around it, or is...
No, I just can't see.
You just can't see. Ask that Indian to step forward. And knowing that you're going to be able to communicate, what's the purpose of you meeting there? What message does he give you?
can't tell.
Ask him to impress the images onto your mind. Then what's the first thing that comes up?
Love.
Love. Yeah. And I know that you can't see the other soul clearly, but you'll be able to connect. What message is it that they bring to you today?
Protection.
Protection. Love and protection. Very good. So now that we have cleared that attachment with the alien and knowing that you are supported with this protection and love, I want us to go to your soul family now. So close that scene and go drifting and floating towards your group, the one that you share with. Drifting and floating forwards until you see yourself and imagine yourself in that group. And tell me, what is it that your group does?
I don't know.
Do you feel that there are any other souls in that group?
I can't feel anything.
You can't feel anything. So just allow your mind to drift and wander. Allow your mind to drift and wander and float as you go deeper and deeper into relaxation. And I want to close that scene now because I want to be able to talk to Justine's inner self, and I want them to be able to use their voice. So Justine, I want you to take a nice deep breath in and step away from the body. Allow your inner self to come forward. Good afternoon, inner self. Do you have a name? What can I call you today?
Alice.
Alice. Alice, how long have you worked with her? Is it just this life or many lives? Are you new to her, Alice? Alice, what are you doing in that body?
Hiding.
Hiding. I didn't think it was the inner self. So you're actually smothering the inner self as well. Alice, tell me, darling, why are you hiding? What are you hiding from? Tell me what happened to you, Alice. You can talk to me. Tell me what happened to you in your life. How old are you?
5.
You're 5. You're 5 years old. Did you die when you were 5 years old?
I don't know.
Well, I want us to go back to your time. So let's now go drifting and floating backwards as if we're connected to a silver thread, and that silver thread will take us back in time to when you had your life. Go drifting and floating, Alice, very safe and comfortable. We're all here with you now, and you're just telling us a story. You're just an observer. And I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, I want you to view that life totally detached from any pain or fear. So when you're ready, 3, getting closer and closer to that life. 2 and 1. What happened to you, Alice?
They used to lock me in a closet.
They locked you in a closet? What for?
Punishment.
Punishment? Who did that to you?
My dad.
Your dad? So So how did you die there, Alice? How did you pass over to spirit? What happened?
I don't remember.
You can't remember, or you don't want to remember? Were you in the closet when you passed away?
I think so.
Uh-huh. See yourself in the closet.
I couldn't get out. It was dark and it was locked.
It was dark and it was locked. Did you feel claustrophobic?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So how long have you been with Justin then?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So where do you hide in her body, Alice?
On her chest.
In her chest. Mm-hmm. Would you like to go back home to spirit? You've got some loving people waiting for you there.
Is it safe there?
Do you want to have a look first, Alice? I'll tell you what. I'm going to bring a book and I'm going to place it into your hands, Alice. And when we turn the page of that book, you'll be able to see who's waiting for you. So you don't have to go anywhere yet. Okay? You just stay safe here with Justin. So I'm going to count from 3 to 1. 3. See that book in front of you now, Alice? 2. Feel the edges of that book and be ready to open it. And 1. Open that page. Tell me who's there waiting for you in spirit.
I don't know.
Is there a colour?
There's flowers.
Flowers.
Like a field.
Mm-hmm. Like a field. And I want you to feel the energy from that field and those beautiful flowers. And what is it saying to you?
It's safe and warm.
It's safe and warm. Alice, would you like to go to spirit now, knowing that you're safe?
Are you sure I'm safe?
Yeah, I'm sure you're safe. I'd like now for somebody to be in that field. I want somebody from the spirit world now to make themselves known to Alice. Draw yourself forward now. Who's there waiting for you, Alice?
Archangel Michael.
Archangel Michael. He's there to protect you. Alice, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So I'm going to connect here on your chest. Alice, go in here and bring out all those memories that you've put in Justin's body now. Are you just in the chest?
Lower back.
Mm-hmm. The lower back. Well, I'm going to put my hand on the tummy here and I'm going to draw all that energy from the lower back. You just work on bringing all your energy. You've got to take all your luggage home, Alice, so that you can be restored. Before you go, Alice, what symptoms did you cause my client?
Worry.
Worry. I want you to find that worry and I want to put that in your luggage as well. Take it home with you. Are you ready? Archangel Michael is waiting for you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to lift you out of the body now. And I'm going to pass you over to Archangel Michael, and may the light of the universe always accompany you as you make your way back to spirit, Alice. God bless. And do I have permission to speak to the inner self now that Alice has gone?
Yes.
Uh-huh. What can we put into this heart area now Alice has gone? What do we need?
Love.
Love. As I connect now, I want Archangel Raphael to come down. And I want him to come down on his usual green ray. But I want him to bring the fluid and the water, the seas and the ocean with him. And I want you to see that greeny blue sea, that ocean now, pouring into this heart center. Feel the warmth of the ocean as it cleanses the heart. Feel the energy of the spirit of the ocean as it refreshes the body. And the more I talk, the more you need, the more you shall have. Very good. And I'm going to tap you on the forehead and seal that in. Good afternoon, inner self. You were stuck behind Alice, weren't you?
Yes.
Tell me, are you male or female?
I don't know.
It doesn't really matter. How long have you been with Justin in this body, inner self?
Since she was born.
Oh, so in this lifetime. And what's the purpose of you being there? What do you work together on?
I don't know.
I'd like permission to do a body scan with you today. And I want us to start at the top of the head, and I want you to use your X-ray vision. So as we begin now, I want you to start at the top of the head as if we're going to put a light beam X-ray from the top of the head to the bottom. Let's go through the scalp now, picking up any sensors. We just want to see if there's any negative energy anywhere that we can work with. Going down past the cheekbones now, around the neck and the back of the neck, down the shoulders now, scanning very slowly, picking up on all those subtle changes, going down the torso into the heart area, into that tummy area, into the tummy area, either side of those hips. Very good. Down the thighs to the knees, down the shins, all the way to the tips of the toes. And tell me, inner self, is there anywhere we can work on today? What's going on in that body?
Back.
The back. Is it the top or the bottom of the back?
Bottom.
The bottom of the back. Is it to the left, the right, or the middle?
The middle.
It's in the middle. So I'm going to put my hand on your tummy here. And my hand can draw that energy up. So I make an order now for that energy now to be drawn up into my hand. And I want this energy to have a voice today so we can find out what's going on in that back. Just enough energy to bring to the throat. So when you're ready, I'm going to bring it up, 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 up. Energy, talk to me. What are you doing in the back there?
Causing pain.
Causing pain. How long have you been there?
Years.
Years. So tell me, are you just energy or do you have a name?
Energy.
Your energy. And if you're energy, then you must have come from somewhere. So how did you get into the body then? How did you get stuck in that body? What happened?
Built up abuse.
Abuse? So if you had abuse, you must have had a life. So, energy, I want you to connect now with that memory. And I want you to follow the silver thread, that lifetime thread, all the way back to that lifetime, drifting and floating backwards, connecting with that life, drifting and floating, until you can feel that memory totally detached, be there now. How old were you?
I snuck in.
You snuck in?
I snuck in.
You snuck in. Yeah. So why didn't you go to spirit?
I wasn't ready.
You wasn't ready? How old are you?
I don't know.
This abuse that you suffered, describe it to me.
I snuck in when Justine got abused.
You snuck in when Justine got abused. Tell me, you say that your energy, where did you come from as energy? Did you come from a different place altogether, or describe to me?
A lingering dark energy.
Are you dark energy?
Yes.
And I'd like to talk to you, dark energy. Why do you go around looking for people that are vulnerable? What's the purpose of that?
It's easy to feed off of.
It's easy to feed off them? Why do you need to feed off us humans? Don't you have your own nourishment?
We feed off of that kind of energy, nasty energy.
Well, now you've been found. It's time for you to leave this body. What do you think about that?
Do I have to?
You do. But you do have a choice. Would you like to go back to the dark energy, or would you like to go to the light, to source, where you can be restored and loved? Would you like to be loved?
I don't know.
You don't know what love is?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to call on Archangel Isis now. The goddess Isis, sorry. I'm going to call her down, the goddess of love, the mother of love. And I'm going to ask her to put her arms around your energy so that you can feel what love feels like. And feel that love penetrating into your energy. Do you like the feel of that?
I've never felt that before.
You've never felt that before? Goddess Isis, I want you to pour more love around this energy so it can feel what it's like to be truly loved. If you go to the light, this is what you feel. Would you like to have more?
Yes.
So what I want to do now is I'm going to ask you to go back into that body and start collecting all that negative energy that you've put into her body. And what have you been doing to her while you've been there? What symptoms have you caused her?
Doubt.
Doubt. Where have you put that doubt?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Goddess Isis, go in now with this energy and begin to sweep this entire body. Begin to scan this body with flashes of light, and every flash of light collects a fragment. Every flash of light collects a fragment until all those fragments are collected by Goddess Isis. Are you ready to move out of the body now, dark energy?
Yes.
So I place my hand now. I call on Goddess Isis to sit with you now and to take you lovingly and reassuringly up to spirit. So I'm going to remove you now, offer you up to the universe to be restored and replenished. And what shall we replace in that area? What shall we put in there? Do you want a colour or do you want a word?
Hope.
Hope. I call on the Archangel of Messages, Archangel Gabriel, and I ask them to come forward now and begin to pour the ray of hope into this body, down through the tummy area. And I want you to imagine that this ray of hope now is connecting with your spine and totally filling your spine, filling it up every vertebra, making you stand tall, making you stand straight, giving you strength. Very good. And I want to tap you on the forehead and seal that in. Is there anything else in the body that we can work with today? Or are we on to the questions? Just scan the body. Would you like to go to the questions?
Yes.
Justin wants to know if she's had a past life with her partner before.
Yes.
What kind of past life did they have? Describe it to me.
Happy.
A happy one. What country were they in when they had this happy past life? Just your first impression that comes to mind.
I don't know.
Right. And did they have children in that life?
A lot.
A lot. Oh. And can I ask you about the heat on your left shoulder now? Has that gone? Now that we've removed that alien?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And I want to ask you, what's been taking her at night? Because she sees these 3 grey aliens. They're about 3.5 foot tall. Where were they taking her?
In the ship.
They were taking her in the ship. Yeah? What were they doing in the ship?
Experiments, taking pieces of body parts.
What's the purpose of them doing that?
To build more alien races.
To build more alien races. But those have now gone because their contract is over. They didn't have permission, did they?
No, they did not.
No. So I want to ask about those bruises that she had. Were they part of what was happening to her?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Part of above. And that thing in her hand, what was it?
It's a tracker.
It's a tracker. So they were tracking her?
Yes.
Were they tracking her whereabouts or her emotions?
Yes.
Her whereabouts. And just double check for me and make sure that that's completely gone. Checking her hand. Is it all gone?
I can't tell.
I'm just going to shine a light now. Is it the left or the right?
It's the right hand.
It's the right hand. Just going to shine a light into there now. And as I shine the light in there, just check that area. Is it calm and safe now?
I can't tell. It's been there for so long.
Well, maybe it's just a little numb. But they've assured me that you've removed that now. Just allow it to heal. I want to go now back to the time when she was about 5 or 6 years old, to a particular situation in her life. Where does she hold that memory in her body?
Solar plexus.
In her solar plexus. I'm going to connect now. Because she doesn't need that negative memory any longer. She's worked through that, hasn't she? And that was a memory of a lesson. It's not a life sentence, it's just a lesson. We need to let it go today. Is she ready to let it go?
She's afraid.
Well, it's been with her a long time. So let's just see if we can get a little bit of that energy. I'm calling on Archangel Zadkiel now to come down and assist me. I want him to go into this area and begin now to tap every root of energy, just to make them a little weaker. Feel them going round now, connecting with the roots of this memory. And see how it's getting weaker and weaker, this memory. And do you feel safe to do more?
Yes.
Shall we make it weaker? Archangel Zadkiel, go in there now. And with that beautiful ray, that colour ray of yours, begin to shine your light into every fibre and cell of this body. And as you shine your light, and she gets brighter and brighter, this negative energy can't stay in that area. It just lifts up and up and up. See it floating up on the top of the rays of energy now, as it's coming forward into my hand, bringing it up and up and up. Archangel Zadkiel, go in one more time. Give it a good sweep and a good clear, and just draw it all up into my hand. Are you ready for these negative memories to be released now?
Yes.
So I'm going to take them from you and offer them up to Spirit. And I'm going to call on Elmora, the Ascended Master, to place his hand here and begin to pour the love of Source into this body. And the more I talk, the more energy you shall have. And I want you to feel the Source's energy now going into this body, filling you full of love and confidence. You learn the lesson. You don't need to carry pain. It's been removed from you now. And from this day forward, you will only think of new opportunities, new love. Because that was a lesson, not a life sentence, and it's not going to determine your future. And I'm going to seal you in and tap that in. Now, Justin had a problem with something blocking her intuition. Was that the aliens, or is it something else that's blocking that intuition?
I don't know.
Well, have a look and just sense, where is this block in her body?
Head.
Head. Is it the front of the head or the back of the head?
Both.
Both. And this energy that you feel, describe it to me. Is it prickly? Is it dark? Is it heavy?
Thick.
It's thick.
Sludge.
Slush. Okay. I'm going to connect now. And as I connect with this energy, I'm going to bring this energy forward to the voice. Totally detached from you now. I'm going to bring it forward, bringing it up, up, up. Energy, talk to me. What are you doing in that head area?
Blocking her from Source.
You're blocking her from Source? So, how long have you been there?
Years upon years.
So she's quite a bright light then for you to have the mission of coming down to block her.
There's too many of you.
There's too many of us with a bright light?
Yes.
So why is it your mission to block our light?
So you can't move forward and help others.
And where did you come from? Do you have a particular place where you came from? Who sent you? See yourself going back now to when you got those orders and you got that mission. Who is it that sent you here?
The dark.
The dark. Are the reptilians part of the dark?
No.
No. So you are part of something else?
Dark energies.
Dark energies. Well, you've been highlighted today, so it's time for you to remove yourself from this body and allow her intuition to shine. So you have a choice. Would you like to go back to the dark, or would you like me to take you to Source, where you can be loved? What would you like to do?
Will I be punished?
You won't be punished. It's an experience that you experienced, and it's a lesson for you as much as it is for her. Would you like to go to Source?
I think so, yes.
Okay. I call on Archangel Jophiel now to come forward, and as I connect my hand to this forehead, Archangel Jophiel, go in there now and start bringing in all that dark energy. Go round the back and start drawing all that dark energy. Wow, that is really intense. Bring it forward, and it's heavy and very sluggish. Bring everything forward to me now. And my hand is like a magnet, and the more I talk, the more strength my hand gains to draw it all in. And have I got all that energy now to take back?
Yes.
I'm going to remove that from you and offer that back up to Source. And I'd like Archangel Michael now to come forward and press his sword of light now into this forehead. And as that source of blue ray, that protective blue ray, goes into her forehead, I want you to see your chakra there beginning to open. Archangel Michael, I want you to begin to turn that chakra anti-clockwise. And as you shine your bright sword of truth and protection into that chakra, see that chakra beginning to open and expand and get brighter and brighter and faster and faster. And I want you to go in there with your sword of light, and I want you to blast out any fragments of negative energy in there. And as that chakra spins faster and faster and brighter and brighter and faster and faster, see all those negative flecks of that negative energy just can't hold on any longer. It's just flicking away from her now until she's completely bright. And now begin to draw that chakra down. Draw that chakra down until it is at a comfortable level for her to operate. Very good. And I wanted to ask, who are her guides? Ask her guides to come forward now. Make that connection, and as they draw forward, tell me who draws forward for her today.
There's what looks like an Indian chief.
An Indian chief? Connect with that Indian chief, mind to mind and soul to soul, and tell me, what is the message he gives you?
Trust and love.
Trust and love. Is he happy with your progress today? Ask him.
Yes.
And what about that other guide that is there? Ask them to step forward. Describe that guide to me.
I can't see anyone else.
Ask them to use their telepathic mind. And what do you sense that that guide is telling you?
I can't.
And not ready for today?
I can't hear. No.
They'll come forward in your dream state. I wanted to ask a question about When Justine was out on a walk once, and she was walking past a cemetery, she saw someone hanging from a tree. What was all that about? Or was she just open?
She can see a lot. That man felt safe with her.
That man felt safe with her?
Yes.
To show his energy?
Yes.
So now that she's been cleared of all the negative energy in her body, is her intuition and her sight, her vision going to get stronger?
Yes.
Is she going to be able to use that sight and that strength to be able to release people up to spirit now when she sees them?
Sometimes. She doesn't know how to do that.
Well, ask for someone to come forward to show her. Ask someone from spirit to come forwards. Make that intention. Who's going to show her how to be able to release these souls that have got part of their energy still down connected to Earth? Who comes forward?
Archangel Michael.
Archangel Michael. So there you know. That's all you have to do, is call on Archangel Michael to assist you, as I do. And he will always be there. And the last question was, she wanted to know if she was a queen in a past life, but we know all about that life now, don't we? So tell me, have we done enough for today? I know we can't do everything in one session, it would be too much for the body. How does the body feel now that we've released all that negative energy? Connect with your vibration and tell me.
Lighter.
Lighter, very good. Do you have a do you have an answer or a message for anybody in the room, or ask Spirit if they have a message for us? What's the message they want to bring forward today?
Stop blaming yourself.
Stop blaming yourself. I'll be sure to make sure that she gets that message. And one last question before I go. Who was the one that guided her to me? How did she find me out of all the people that she hears from?
Liz and Anthony.
Liz and Anthony. Thank you very much. So now we're ending the session today, so